What's up, everybody? Doc Dark 1985. There's levels to this. All right, so every day is an opportunity to learn, right? Every single day you have an opportunity to learn something new, whether good, bad, or indifferent to your life. You can learn something new. And today I I learned something new. Apparently, it's been out for a while, right? But there's such thing called gaming disorder. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to come off insensitive, right? Because addiction is a real problem, and sometimes someone can be addicted to something, and it's a real thing. It's a real thing. There's you could dismiss it all you want, but a behavior can become an addiction, right? Now, the only we're gonna talk, right? We're gonna talk. The only issue I have with this disorder now, gaming disorder, depends on a few different things. But let me tell you what the basic of what this gaming disorder is. Pretty much, if you play too many video games to a point where it controls your life and you really can't stop playing video games, it has taken over your life. You don't even want to deal with people. It takes over your job. I mean, takes over school. Then you could be diagnosed as having gaming disorder. Okay, that's very tricky. That's very vague, though, and this is where things get muddy. Because could you have gaming disorder and still do your job? It's almost like, can you be an alcoholic and still do your job? I'm here to tell you, yes, some people can. Can you be addicted to drugs and still do your job? Here to tell you, yes, you can. Can you be an alcoholic and be addicted to drugs and still have a quote unquote normal life? Again, I'm going to tell you, yes, you can. I guess it depends on what level of addiction you have. Again, there's levels to this, right? There's levels to this. So same thing with gaming. But here's the issue that I have with this. It's not really an issue, just something that I think we need to talk about. Okay, if you're gonna consider something and you're gonna make something called gaming disorder, this is all that I ask. Whoever has the power to even do this, right? The World Health Organization. Okay, if you're gonna make something called gaming disorder, I don't know if there is. If there is, this is great. You better have Instagram disorder. You better have Facebook disorder. You better have cell phone period disorder. I mean, let's let's go. Snapchat disorder. Let's go. Right? If you're gonna have gaming disorder, let's talk about everything else that people have that consumes people's time. Okay? YouTube disorder. Okay? Let's talk about everything else that consumes people's time and takes away from their productivity or their ability to be social, right? It's called social media, but it's crazy when you could go to a restaurant and you'll see four people sitting at a table, literally four people sitting at a table at a restaurant. So you know they made a conscious decision to go eat together. They said, let's go, all four of us go eat together. It's it's only for like an hour and a half we're gonna go spend together. Yet this is what they're doing. So smartphone disorder, I want to see that. I want to see freaking Instagram disorder, like I said. I want to see the freaking Facebook disorder, like I said. And then go ahead, throw throw gaming disorder in there. Go ahead, throw it in there. Okay? Because if there is such thing as a gaming disorder, and again, I'm not saying that there's not. I'm not saying that there's not people addicted to it. All I'm saying is there's people that are addicted to other stuff as well. And if we're going to start claiming one addiction, yo, open up the floodgates. Let's claim them all. Let's claim them all. But you know why they want to do something like Instagram disorder, like specifically put a name on it, or something like Facebook disorder? Because that money that comes out of Facebook and Instagram, they'll hire the quickest, most crookedest scientists ever. I said most crookedest scientists ever to fight that claim. No, you can't get addicted to Instagram. No, you can't get addicted to Facebook. Look, man, this is the difference between Instagram and a video game. Okay, most video games have an end, right? Instagram, Facebook, that shit does not end. You just keep swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping, and you just keep going, right? You just keep going. It does not end. But again, I digress. Gaming disorder, you need to have other types of disorder in there as well. So as I started seeing like articles on this gaming disorder, then I started looking at YouTube videos on it, and there's YouTube videos from like a year ago. So this is not something new. I guess something new just happened where they like doubled down on what they're calling it, but it's not new. Video game addiction has been around, right? But I started thinking about it, and it's like, okay, let me look at my own life. Let me look at my life, and let me look at Poker Dude, right? Because Poker Dude is a gamer through and through. Poker Dude 09 plays video games easily about 2 to 3 hours a day. Maybe not straight, right? Maybe he won't play 2 to 3 hours straight, right? But if you combine all the time he plays, he gets up early before he goes to school, plays, okay? Comes home from school, plays again before he goes and does boxing. Comes back home, and depending if we're watching a show together, he'll play again, take a shower, go to bed, rinse and repeat the next day. Okay. Excuse me. Now here's the deal with Poker Dude. Okay, and this is where you got to be careful with this, right? Poker Dude 09 is a straight A student. Okay, I'm not bragging on my boy because trust me, he's not getting it from me. I was not a straight A student. I was C all the way. Okay, but Poker Dude 09, he don't play that. Okay, he is a straight A student to the point where if he gets a B, he's disappointed. That's internal. That's him. That's not us. We don't put any pressure on him. None of that stuff. That's just the way he's wired. Okay. Again, he's a straight A student. He goes to boxing 3 times a week for an hour. Okay. And Poker Dude is the type of kid, I promise you, that will turn off the video game and start reading a book. Like random. Out of nowhere. Okay. But the amount of time that he puts into video games is a lot. 3 hours a day, easily 2 to 3 hours a day. Poker Dude's playing. He's actually playing right now. He's playing Apex right now. Okay, so by the definition, does Poker Dude have a gaming disorder? And if he does have a gaming disorder, well, taking away the video game right now, what benefit am I getting from taking away the video game from him? He's already a straight A student. The kid does his chores when he comes to do his chores. I mean, what? He plays video games with his little brother, so he takes care of his little brother. I mean, what else? What am I gonna do? I don't know what I would do if I took it away from him. Now, a clear example of someone that does not have a video game disorder would be Girly Girl 216, right? My daughter. Because the only game she really likes to play is Sims. And even though she could play Sims for like hours on end, like literally she could sit there and play Sims like a full day, she only does that every, I don't know, maybe once a month. Maybe once a month. And that is her game of choice, is Sims. So again, so that if you happen to come into our household and see that day, you would say that she has video game disorder because that day she's just focused on it. But again, she only does that like once a month. Okay, she's also in boxing. She actually played basketball for her school, and she does okay in school. She doesn't do like Pokadu does, right? But you know, kids are different, they're wired different, right? Okay. Then we talk about me. I would love to be able to be diagnosed with video game disorder because that would mean that I'm playing enough video games to be diagnosed with it. And I wish I had enough time to do it. So maybe I don't have video game disorder because I'm able to prioritize what's more important. And again, if that's the case, if it's about prioritizing what's more important, then okay, I get it. I got you. But again, just be careful. It can't be something across the board like if you play this amount of times, that's it, you're addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a problem, right? So I don't know. Another thing I'm scared of is anytime you have a disorder, you have the opportunity for a prescription, right? Anytime you have a prescription, you have money, right? Now that you got money involved, it's really easy for these doctors to be like, hey, okay, well, does your boy have ADHD? No, he does not have ADHD, right? Because there's some parents that are hardcore fighting that, like, no, my boy does not have ADHD. And then there's other parents where the doctor goes in there and then starts asking them some question, and they're like, oh, maybe my kid does ADHD. Okay, he's got ADHD. Here, give him this. Boom. What if your kid doesn't have ADHD, but for some reason he's doing bad in school, and as they're going through the questionnaire, how many hours of video games does he play a week or a day? And it's something like Pokadu, he plays 2 to 3 hours a day. Oh, he's got video game disorder. What would happen if you took the video game away from him? Oh, he would throw a temper tantrum, doctor. It'd be horrible in the household. We wouldn't know what to do. Here, give him this pill. I'm just saying we need to be careful with this stuff. Okay. So if those same parameters, and I'm curious, I'm gonna have to look into it more. Depending on what those parameters are, so what is a video game disorder, is gonna depend on whether or not this is something true or this is just smoke they're trying to throw at us, man. We gotta be careful. We don't know exactly what they're trying to do. Okay, but this is one thing I want you to think about. Ninja, Dizzy, Shroud, Dr. Disrespect, all these dudes that stream, anybody that's like a really popular streamer, everyone that plays in tournaments and is like winning tournaments, making a lot of money, right? All these gamers making money off of this. Do they have a video game disorder? Or is it if you're successful and you're making money, now you don't have that disorder? Because if that's the case, then again, I call bull. You're not going to tell me something is a disorder only if you're not making money off of it. Because I could easily say there's people right now that I know have basketball disorder. They ain't gonna make it to the NBA, yet they play basketball every single day. They could be having another part-time job making ends meet, but instead of out in the park playing basketball. Basketball disorder? Except for the NBA players that put their life into that. I don't know. It's like we could go with bodybuilding, right? Well, what's it called? Bigorexia or something? Like people that don't think they're big but they're huge and they want to keep getting bigger. Well, I mean, if someone like Sean Roden, Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath, right, Mr. Olympia as well, right, as one Mr. Olympias, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, like if these people made money doing that, is it still a disorder? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. You tell me. There's there's sex addiction too, right? That's another one, another disorder. But what if you are an adult film star and you make money off of it? Do you still have the disorder? I don't know. You tell me. What is that line in the sand that we're going to draw with this disorder? Video game disorder. Very interesting stuff. I don't know exactly how I feel about it because I do believe. No, I don't believe. I know video games can be addicting. When I'm playing a video game and I'm lost in it, man, it's the best feeling in the world. One of the best feelings in the world. When I'm playing a video game and I'm lost in it, and I was stressed about the day or whatever, or it's a Friday night and I know I don't got to work on Saturday, and I can stay up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, just playing video games. I know it sounds crazy. That's an amazing feeling. That's a pretty good feeling. So yeah, I can only imagine every single day how that could get addicting. But again, what I do know is some people don't gotta wait till Friday to find out if they don't gotta work on Saturday for their addiction. Some people's addiction is literally while they're driving, while they're sitting next to you, while they're laying in bed with their loved one. Like, yo, you laying in bed and you over here like checking out hashtag new boots. No judgment. Do you, boo. No judgment. Do you. But what I'm saying is video game disorder. Is it smoke? I don't know, man. You guys tell me. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm really curious to see how this is all gonna pan out. But right now, at face value, it depends how they identify what a video game disorder is. And if it's just based on time, how much you use it, then I'm gonna call bull. Doc Dog 1985, we out. Peace.